Chapter 12. The birthday of the head of the Mov family. The banquet was huge. Everyone in Beijing Matters showed up when Luis and I arrived. We overheard it. Aiden and his friends chatting with Samuel are gossiping. So your little aunt. It will be here today just a month ago. There is a buzz in the circles about your uncle. Got married and even posted a bunch of lovey-dovey pictures on social media are terrible. We don't have his WeChat. Or maybe I'd love to see who managed to catch it. Usually aloof Luis. Andy. Why don't we have your uncle's WeChat? Even you are his nephew. Don't. Aiden's face is dark. He didn't say anything. Samuel patted him on the shoulder and couldn't help but laugh. If you knew it's going to come to this point, why did you do that in the first place? Valentina disappeared for a month silently now. You're going to be nervous standing at the entrance of the hall. Aiden laughed at what there was to be nervous about. Today is Grandpa's birthday. Sooner or later she will show up. Keep telling yourself that you better be sweet. When you see her, talk to Valentina. Or whether she is really determined to break the engagement. You will have nowhere to cry. Do you really believe that a month is the most? When we meet in the future, she can stay away from me. She would pretend that nothing had happened and reconcile with me. Hearing his confident words, I couldn't help it. But think it's ridiculous. Say no more, Andy. Your sister-in-law is here. Why is she standing with your uncle? They may just bump into each other downstairs. Aiden didn't think much of it and walked over. Just show me his back. Didn't my uncle say that my little aunt would be here today? When did she arrive? Louise raised an eyebrow at his words. A smug smile appeared at the corner of his mouth, and he looked at Aiden as if he were a fool. Samuel said, I've heard that Mr. Mu is married. Today we finally meet the legendary Mrs. Mu. Then he nudged Aiden with his elbows. Don't you have anything to say to your sister-in-law? We can wait for Mrs. Mu here, so go ahead. He desperately tried to give him a signal with his eyes. Aiden snorted and walked away. Samuel exclaims you. He looked like a babysitter and was about to worry about himself. Sister-in-law to death. Don't complain to him during the month you're away. Andy has turned almost the whole of Beijing upside down. Possible. You've been in trouble, just give it to him. A few kind words and he'll be fine. Samuel felt his words are not convincing enough. And just about to continue. When I took Louis's left hand, I smiled softly. Let's go, husband. Regardless, Luis has always been the focus of attention. He stood there in a crisp suit. It's both striking and fascinating. Samuel and a group of his friends appears to have been struck by lightning that was frozen in place. If I'm not mistaken, Andy's little aunt is Sophia. It's shocking how these two people came together. So while Andy has been thinking in a self-delusion, Valentina will be. Last month, she was actually married and on her honeymoon. The group rummaged through a whole pack of cigarettes outside. Before they are able to recover a little. Chapter 13. News of Aiden's mistress's pregnancy. Already spreading in circles like wildfire. The whispers of taunts around me reached my ears. She was really hesitating. If my husband's mistress is pregnant, come knock on the door. I would have slapped the scumbag a long time ago and kicked him out. Valentina did not dare to disappear for a month is the most. She can handle it now. She's just taking advantage of Grandpa Mu's birthday as a pretext for rapprochement with Aiden. I don't know what's so special about that Aiden. What made her so loyal to him? I don't understand. But I respect it. They didn't bother to keep their voices down, and Aiden naturally heard it. He also put his arm around Anna mockingly. Then come up to me and don't worry. Mrs. Mu will always be you. You will raise the children in the future. Mr. Mu, you've gone too far. Deceived and still so self-righteous. They haven't even gotten married yet. And she has already been forced to raise a mistress child. If my daughter ends up, I'm going to beat her to death like that. One is willing to fight, the other is willing to accept. Why are we so excited as spectators? Everyone watched with bated breath. I was a little stunned. Just as I was about to speak, my hand moved to mine. Belly Luis's arms around my waist. He chuckled softly, and the entire banquet hall fell silent. Because of his actions. The guests watched intently, for fear of missing a moment. Aiden. Let go of Anna. He asked his uncle with a gloomy face. What do you mean by this, Valentina? It's my fiancée. A month before letting go of her, Louis's eyes were cold and piercing. The two of you broke off your engagement, and Aiden gritted his teeth. I disagree, so she doesn't count now. Your aunt, we have registered our marriage. So pay attention to your tone of voice when talking to your elders. The whole room gasped en masse. Their small wedding gifts have nothing to cover this drama. Aiden's mind raced through recent events. Realizing that the timeline matched, his pupils contracted. Louis didn't just win. He gave him the fatal blow and said you can raise your own children. Your aunt won't raise him. Because she's also pregnant, she'll raise your cousin Louis. This was the first time Aiden had called his uncle's name. Every word seemed to be gritted and reluctantly spoken. I'm Valentina's fiancé. You are a third party who is disrupting our relationship. Don't you have a shame? Aiden rushed to Louis. But before he can get close to him, he was kicked out of the way and he tried to continue the fight. But Grandpa's actions stopped him. You idiot. If you want to make a fool of yourself, don't drag down the Move family. Grandfather. He stole my fiancé, and anger and madness mingled as he yelled. A complete failure. If the bodyguards didn't stop him, his composure. He had already started arguing with Louis. Aiden's mother was angry when she saw the old man. Stepped forward and slapped her. Son, you yourself lost her. What does this have to do with your uncle? You're just a fool when Valentina likes you. You're deliberately ignoring her now. She's married and you're doing this gimmick. How could I end up so shameful? Kids like you are now home and not outside the company. There was a time when you dishonored your father. And I was fed up because the bodyguards dragged him out. Aiden was still cursing. Chapter 14. Anna witnesses all. She hired a group of influential bloggers and journalists spreading rumors online about the past month. Young Mr. Mo has been desperately looking for his fiancée, worried something could have happened to her. But it turns out that Valentina is married to the uncle of the young Mr. Mo. Go on your honeymoon after coming back. She blamed the young Mr. Mo for cheating, which was too shameless. All I can say is that the world of the rich is really chaotic. Fiancé seduces uncle. Aiden was betrayed by Valentina's pregnancy, taking her place. Here's the truth. I took back everything I said to Aiden. I wrongly blamed you. I'm aware of Aiden's search. He almost turned Beijing upside down. I'm wondering who is lucky enough to have someone to care. I didn't expect Valentina to do this. This kind of woman is juggling two men at the same time. Sophia, do you have anything to be ashamed of? If you don't like Aiden, just let him go. You keep the title of his fiancé. It's no wonder that you're messing around with others at the same time. He went out to find a girlfriend. Now it's all because of you. I understand the young Mr. Xia. I've heard that the young Mr. Mu doesn't have much of a say in the company. Now always overshadowed by his uncle. Even his fiancée has become someone else's. He was falsely accused of being a scumbag. I support Anna with young Mr. Mu. I scrolled through the reviews under the company's account. How did Anna, who knowingly became another woman, do the job boldly? Her dirt isn't even difficult to dig through with a simple search. A whole bunch was revealed in 10 minutes. Her chat records with those bloggers were exposed by netizens. The people who had been supporting her just now feel it. Immediately betrayed them. Point the keyboard at her and unleash their anger. You only leaked information that was beneficial to you. And you conveniently forgot to mention that you deliberately become another woman. I'm here to reveal the truth. This is quite different from unacclaimed. She tried to climb the social ladder by having children, deliberately poking holes in condoms. Then he openly vomited and ruined the young Mr. Xia relationship with Sophia. That's why they broke off their engagement. It's not. Anna pulled something like this for the first time when we at the university we share a dormitory. Then many rich wives came and wanted to beat her. She seduced rich men in our school. Not a secret. Aiden and Anna really are a match made in heaven. Thankfully both are shameless to the core. Valentina cut the damage in time and got rid of the trash can. Chapter 15. The bar. Aiden's phone kept ringing. He replied angrily on the other end of the phone. Anna's voice trembled with fear and tears from Mr. Xia. My stomach hurts suddenly. Can you take me to the hospital? There were reporters flocking to my building. I can't get out. Aiden hung up without saying a word. David wasn't surprised by the escalation of things. He knew Aiden was going to kick his wife away. Just take it with his antics and regret it. Nothing will change now. Valentina is now your elder. Aiden took a drink and she called any of you. Samuel shook his head. What do you call? She blocks and deletes everyone around you. David can see what Aiden is aiming for you. Deliberately let Anna post those online stuff to irritate Valentina. Come back to the reality you face. Valentina, Sophia, has had enough of you. Aiden's eyes were red in disbelief. She loved me for 3 years. How could she just stop loving me like that? That's not true. It's the first time something like this has happened. When did she seriously oppose me? She must have wanted to provoke me into pursuing her. Yes. If I go to her, she'll be back. You are right. She's provoking you with a marriage certificate. But Aiden didn't listen to anything anymore. He grabbed the car keys and rushed out. Chapter 16. Lewis. I went to a pet store and bought an Alaskan Malamute. We named him Little Monster. We saw it when we carried him home. Aiden sat on the edge of a nearby flower bed. He smelled of wine. His hair was messy. His eyes are red. A listless passerby might think he escaped from a psychiatric hospital. Police arrived and confirmed his identity. That's when everyone relaxed. I looked up and it only took a day. Aiden became so emaciated that he looked like a child who did something wrong. His eyes were red as he apologized. I'm sorry, Wally. Please don't leave me. I really know I'm wrong. I take your love for granted. Thought you'd love me forever without realizing it. You can also get hurt. I really knew I was wrong. Let's get married and I'll treat the baby in your belly just like my own. That's okay. Lewis's eyes darkened. Do you want to die? Aiden responded. I am Vala's true love. We've been together for 3 years. She always took care of me when I was drunk. She would make me tea and sober me, and she would come and pick me up. She really didn't love you. She's just angry at me for trying to provoke me. Lewis's grip on the little monster tightened imperceptibly. Wow. Aiden, what are you talking about? Now is a thing of the past. I would only make tea for Lewis when he was drunk. I will only pick him up from social events. Aiden stared incredulously at the dog in Lewis's arms. You're actually holding a dog. You're not afraid of dogs anymore. I've always wanted to get a big dog. But Aiden hates dogs, so I've never gotten one from anywhere. Lewis also seems to be afraid of dogs, he said. My wife loves them. So I'm going to let myself accept it, unlike you, who just let Valley compromise to accommodate you. Lewis was 3 years older than Aiden when he was a child. They went out to play once and they were all bitten by a big dog. Since then, they have all been afraid of dogs. Aiden bowed his head and failed. I'm sorry, Valley. I can also have a dog if you like. We can have one together, okay? Anything he can do, I can do it too. No matter what you do, I don't like you anymore. I don't want you anymore. Let's go. Husband, let's go home. Lewis walked past him with the little monster in his arms. Deliberately raise your eyebrows. Come on, little monsters. Let's go home. It was a hot summer afternoon. Aiden stood outside his white shirt. Sweat soaked the people passing by. Can't help it. What is he doing standing up in such a hot place? It looks like he made his girlfriend angry and tried to apologize. Suddenly, Aiden faints, causing an elderly woman to scream in terror. A few hours later, she quickly dialed 120. I got a call from David. I thought it was about a project question. Mr. Fu. Is there a problem with Project No? I happened to meet Aiden in the hospital. He refuses to eat or drink and insists on seeing you. You know he's asking for too much. He didn't say the rest. Lewis walked over and motioned for me to give him the phone. Mr. Fu is Mr. Luis C. It's an honor. Although I only returned to this country for a short time, I've heard how your fiancé got married. Mr. Wu Dawei. Mr. Fu. Do you have a friendship with Aiden? David. I'm sorry. He hung up. Chapter 17. A few days later, my WeChat was suddenly blown up by the notification. Private messages. Mentions in group chats. I turned on the shared live stream. Aiden remodeled the largest shopping mall. His family owns a kennel. There was no trace of his youth anymore. Mr. Xia's usual charisma. He's still wearing the shirt he wore that day. He suffered from heat stroke. It was crumpled and covered in sweat. His hair was unkempt. After a few days his beard was not shaved. Anyone who doesn't know probably can think the Move family has gone bankrupt. Valley, look. I'm not afraid of dogs anymore. I have a lot of dogs of every breed. Please give me another chance, Wally. I really know I was wrong. Please don't leave me. When she loves you, belated feelings are less valuable than grass. You don't cherish it now. She didn't start laughing at masochists. What is lost is the loss of many brothers. Follow my advice. Change clothes in their current state. Not even a loser. Just like me, hope you're not to mention your ex lost. Keep lost Sophia and Luis together forever. Don't come looking for insults. Because I'm not in the mood to curse you today, Valentina love. Luis always keeps commenting. Valentina love. Luis always keeps commenting. Chapter 18. Suddenly, a group of bodyguards dressed in black rushed into the live broadcast. They forcibly closed it. Get out, why are you shutting down my live stream? Luis was that insecure and he knew Valentina loved me. And worried. I'll probably win her back that night. Aiden was sent abroad to manage a branch office. He was forbidden to return to the country. When I was about to give birth, I met Anna. Since the backlash online, she hasn't been doing well. She had a miscarriage due to stress. And never fully recovered. Sister, I beg you. Please tell me Mr. Moo, where I have been looking for him for so long. But I couldn't find any trace of him. Please tell me you don't want him anymore, so please tell me who I frowned at to let you in, sister. Please have mercy on me and tell me where Mr. Xie is. I will kneel. Louise walked in and saw it, if you will. The scene where he stood in front of me protectively. And have the security guard escort her out. He covered my ears and protected me from the nasty curse. She was yelling. Chapter 19. That day. Over Beijing. Clear and cloudless. Louis waited anxiously outside the delivery room, accompanied by the cry of a baby. A nurse walks out with Valentina's family in her arms. It's a girl, 6 pounds, 8 ounces. Daddy can come and see the baby with his eyes still on. Immobilized in the delivery room. Grandpa Min jokingly scolded him. It's useless to be nervous as soon as you open your eyes. The first thing I saw was Louise Valle sitting on the edge of the bed. You're so brave. I shook my head. Where is the baby? Let me see if it's a boy or a girl. Are they cute? Louise nodded and shook her head, finally confusing me. My mom came over with her baby in her arms. Louise is always there for you. All this time the baby has not even been seen. It's a girl. She looks just like you did when you were a kid. I looked up in surprise. Louise, hand me a glass of warm water and drink some water first. Your lips are dry. My mom nodded. Happily, many families are concerned about babies at times, neglecting the mother's well like this. Now that you've chosen a name for the baby, Louis nodded. Faith Mu symbolizes trust and loyalty.